got our half pay for to keep you around.
What's our course, Captain?
Principe, Quartermaster. We're sailing for the coast of Africa.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alan here. Welcome back to another walkthrough. So today we're trying something new. I'm actually recording with my Roxio HD external capture card, and I have DxTory running so we can see the frame rate in the top left hand corner. So I'm just going to quickly show you the graphic settings that I'm running on the game. So as you can see, I'm running everything maxed out except shadows and anti-aliasing. And also ambient occlusion, because I don't have NVIDIA, so I can't use their higher one of that. So, but other than that, everything is completely maxed out, and you can see I'm getting respectable frame rates in the top left corner. That's what it looks like. So there you go. Now, for whatever reason, when I'm recording Roxio, it doesn't give full screen when I'm playing back the video, so I have to zoom in a little bit so you can see a little of the black edges around the corners, but I don't know how to get it to go full screen. So if any of you guys have any tips for that, you can give me a hand if you want, or I'll probably just end up going back to DxTory or something if I can't get this sorted. But it's still pretty cool that I can get really good solid performance, because of course when you're using an external capture card, it actually does all the processing for you, and it doesn't inhibit the computer at all. So therefore my frames aren't getting lower. Like when I'd be recording and playing, like recording and playing the game, I'd only be getting around, like, well, because it's naval, you tend to get pretty high frames, so I'd be getting in around the 40 to 45 frames mark. When you go on land, you're probably down to 30 to 35, and sometimes drops even below 30, which is crazy. But now that doesn't really happen because, like I said, the processing is all done by the external capture card, which is awesome. Although I wouldn't recommend getting the Roxio capture card if you're thinking of getting an external capture card, because it's pretty shit, to be honest. There's just so many issues with it, and to be honest, I really wish I'd gotten the HD PVR 2 instead of this one. Though I did get this a good while ago, so I might look at getting the new AverMedia capture card. If it works well with PC, we'll have to see how that goes, and what its price is when it comes out as well. So, but anyway, that's just quick update on the change of capture software or hardware or whatever. And as you'll notice, I keep crashing in this video. Or in most naval videos, there's almost one part where I crash on. It's ridiculous. I'm just terrible. Oh wait, we've got them now. Hold on. Once they turn around, we've got them, because they can't shoot from behind. And look, they're turning around. So they're ours now. Silly frigate. They could have had us if they just attacked us dead on. And there you go. So now we can board them if we wish, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just destroy them. There we go. So I don't know what the quality of this video will be like on YouTube. Hopefully it'll look as good as my other videos do. Otherwise, I'm not going to be doing this again. But we'll see.
Cliff ahead! Ease off the wind!
Surely we are nearing our goal.
I'm off to find Roberts.
Don't stay long. Crew's getting restless up.
Hands to sea!
Look at those water effects though. Isn't that amazing? The quality is unreal in this game though. It's quite high specs as well. I didn't think it'd be that high, but there you go. Game does look fantastic though, so I'm not going to complain. It is very demanding though for a game, and for an Assassin's Creed game, it runs extremely well considering like Assassin's Creed 3 was just awful in terms of optimization. It just, I don't know what went wrong with it, but the frame rate was all over the place. But here it's not as optimized as you would hope, but at the same time it runs a lot better than Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 2. I haven't had any other Assassin's Creed games for the PC, but there you go. So I'm pretty happy with its performance. I'm pretty happy because I'm almost able to get a constant 40 or higher frame rate, and in most situations. I mean, sometimes it drops down to the 30s when it's like busy on the land, but there you go.
Captain Kenway. Yet another dire situation, Roberts. We really must stop meeting like this.
Stop tailing me and your wish had come true.
There's no need for this. You know I'm as good as my word.
Our Captain Howell was killed today in a Portuguese ambush. Headstrong fool. I warned him not to go ashore.
It was orchestrated by the Templars Burgess and Cockrum. The same sort that took you to Havana.
Ah. I see now there is no escaping the Templars' attention, is there? I suppose it is time to fight back.
I do like the sound of that.
And I know just how I'll do it. But these men, Burgess and Cockrum, they cannot be allowed to leave with word of my escape.
They won't. Count on it.
If you spot any men from my crew, do them some kindness and send them here.
I'll do all I can.
Alright, I'm sad to say I do not get the full sync condition in this mission. I get one of them, but the last part where you have to double assassinate Cockrum and the other dude, I failed at. I mean, I killed them both simultaneously almost, but it's not a double assassination, and I knew how I'd do it, but it was just I couldn't stay undetected, so I just had to kill them my own way. But it's still pretty good gameplay, and I'm not gonna lie, I still had a lot of fun in it, so hopefully you guys don't mind too much and learn from my mistakes or whatever. But there you go. I still managed to free the pirates and do it pretty well, so there's that anyway to look forward to. And we're about to free the first couple now. Just have to run up here, and of course I go the wrong way first. That's just typically of me. So if you want to save them, obviously just make a beeline for these guys. Who cares about getting detected, because if you don't, they'll end up dying, and well, you won't get the full sync condition for this part. So that gunman was, as you can see, tearing me apart. I'm usually pretty decent at combat, but that guy, that captain guy, you can only defeat him by just blocking his attack, and then hang on, you'll see now. But like, oh no, I actually use him as a meat shield, never mind. But when the big red icon appears over his head, you just press B and wait, and your guy will just kick him in the balls, and then you'll be able to attack him from there. Nothing else will work, unless of course you shoot him. So, but he can withstand, I think it's like 3 or 4 shots, so there's that to think about as well. So now next up is the next group of prisoners, which I think goes a bit more smoothly than this one did. At least I don't come this close to dying, which is always good. So as you can see, we're getting nice and steady 40 plus frames per second, which is pretty nice, and a lot better than what I'd be getting if I was recording using DX Story or Marillus Action or even Fraps, God forbid, because that is a huge system hog. Fraps, it'll like cut your frames per second by half at least, like, so you just want to be careful with that. Nice synchronized viewpoint there. Might as well get them. You know me for viewpoints, I love them. A lot of fun, and they free up the map so you can actually see what you have to do next and stuff like that. Pretty handy. So what you want to try and do is get up onto the rooftops, and also you want to make sure you can take out some of the gunners, which is something I didn't do, so that leads to me getting caught. Well, it's a factor in why I got caught, and another factor is, of course, I'm not a very good player. But yeah, I don't know, it's just you want to make sure you get rid of all the gunmen, because they're the ones that actually spot you. When you're on the roofs, the men on the soldiers on the ground don't really spot you that often. I mean, they do occasionally, but not near as often as the gunmen, so you have to be just be careful and take them out if you can, which is why I recommend having berserk darts and sleep darts. They'll really be a saviour in this mission. Sadly, I was very low on both, so couldn't really use them effectively, or to my advantage anyway. So now, as you can probably tell, we're actually looking for them. Cockrum and Burgess, I think it is. There they are. And if I didn't get caught there, I would have been able to get the double achievement, because, or not achievement, the double assassination, because they meet up in a few minutes and they go right beneath one of the wire poles, or the wire crossings that you can cross. But unfortunately, I get caught by them now, and they don't do that anymore. So that was my bad. That actually made me jump when I saw that. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I was like, damn, I failed it. But I didn't want to reset the mission, so I was like, screw it, might as well just go for it anyway. We did pretty good thus far, so it's not the end of the world. I was trying to like run and assassinate them there, but it didn't work, so last ditch effort, and I was like, fine, just kill you both. So
you done us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo. And for what? His own bloody pride.
You stepped in the path of my prize. Not a thing a man should do.
A cocksure, Cully. Just like Hornigold said.
That Templar scab means nothing to me. None of you do.
And you're worse for it, Kenway. It were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit. Not our king. Not our country. The Templars. The Templars is our family. Where's yours?
In honest service, there are thin commons, low wages and hard labor. Yet, as gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. So what man with a sensible mind would choose the former life, when the only hazard we pirates run is a sour look from those without strength or splendor? Ha! Now, I have been among you 6 weeks. And in that time, I have adopted your outlook as my own, and with so fierce a conviction that it may frighten you to see your passions reflected from me in so stark a light. But if it's a captain you see in me now, aye then, I'll be a ready captain.
Yeah!
For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man! Oh. You threaten with your resistance.
I'm looking for the observatory. Folks say you're the only man that can find it.
Folks are correct. Despite my distaste for your eagerness, I see in you a touch of untested genius. I'm Bartholomew Roberts.
Edward.
I've no secrets to share with you now. But if you'll lend me your aid, in 2 months' time west of the Leeward Islands, well, it's there you'll get some answers, I promise you.
Sweet. That was quite interesting. So now we'll be working with Roberts for a little bit. So yeah, that was an alright mission, so we'll give it a good 4 stars. Alright, so let's continue on. I think that's the end of sequence 9. Oh yeah.
Funny that. With scurvy, the fix is more pleasant than the cause. When you catch a dose from a horn, must treat it with quicksilver. You're fonder of getting the disease than you are of curing it. Something biting at you.
All men desire to live by a code or a creed, yes? Yet when pressed, most defer to their instincts rather than the laws that bind them. What is the appeal of a creed if it does not yoke all men to like behavior?
Might make a man feel like he belongs to something. What's your answer?
Oh, that all men are sheep. That an old wolf like me deserves every ounce of blood he draws. Sail to this location. Bring only those you trust.
Sweet. Alright, by the way, if you're interested in what setup I'm running, just look in the description, it's all there. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.